The scripture says in Ephesians chapter 6, 10 to 12 that, be strong in the Lord with the strength of his mighty. Put on the whole armor of God so that you may be able to resist in the evil days. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against powers, against rulers, against forces of darkness, and against spiritual wickedness that is in the higher places. This scripture simply means that we should put away all the earthly weapons which are not working for us anyway, and put on the weapons which have some power. That is the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit, the belt of truth, bracelet of righteousness, and our feet prepared with the gospel of peace. I came to remind you that you have an enemy, and your enemy is not this person seated right next to you. Somebody has to be reminded that your wife is not your enemy. Your husband is not your enemy. I came to remind you that your boss is not your enemy. Your co-worker, I'm talking about that co-worker you always have a fight with every day, is not your enemy. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. Your enemy is not flesh and blood. Your enemy is not something tangible, touchable, visible, or something you can see with your physical eyes. Your enemy is unseen. Your enemy is invisible. And because he is invisible, he may make you think that he is also fractional. The enemy is always disguising himself behind the life most pressing problems so that he can make you feel like he is not the one behind the scene, so that you can direct the wrong weapons to the wrong person. Behind every hatred, jealousy, envy, anger, bitterness, unforgiveness, disobedience, and pride, there is an enemy. Actually, there is something you cannot see influencing something you can see. Therefore, if you spend most of your time, most of your energy, most of your attention, most of your natural earthly weapons fighting what you see, you will end up achieving temporary results.